What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'll be doing another random talk. It's been a while since I did one. I think when I had checked, I did a random talk in the beginning of the month. So yeah, it's not that I'm like bored of random talks. I just find things to talk about to keep the episodes going. So. Today I don't know. I just felt like doing a random talk. There's a lot of things running through my mind. And to update you guys on the YouTube thing, yeah, they're still not lifting the strike off of my channel. Even though I've proven my innocence numerous times, they still just gonna leave the strike. It just seems like they're ignoring everything I said that's proven them wrong. And no, I'm going to keep on talking about this. They said that the strike it expires in January of next year. No, I'm gonna still keep talking about it even afterwards. I'm like until like something is changed about that. Because no, that to me that's stupid. I'm like, that's some dumb stuff right there. I'm sorry to talk on YouTube like that, but no, that's some serious dumb stuff. And I don't know who you got behind the website right now, but they obviously don't need to be behind the website because they're screwing up a lot of people that's on the website. So doing stuff like that wrongfully. There wasn't no... They keep saying that a team had reviewed my video. There wasn't no team that reviewed my video. If so, they would have seen all of the tweets and all of the stuff that I made talking about that video. So that's why I'm like, I'm not hearing anything YouTube has to say unless that strike is gone from my channel before January. Then okay, I'll probably be a little bit more forgiving about it. But if not, yeah, I'm just going to keep talking about it until something is changed. And I'm like, when I get to 100,000, a million subscribers, 10 million subscribers, I'm still gonna be talking about it. I'm like, cause no, that's not cool, man. That is definitely not cool. So, and I'm like, and then for you guys to keep the original video up and other people's reaction videos up, but my video gets taken down, yeah, I'm beefing on that. So yeah, they sent me a tweet this morning saying that, oh, it goes against the harmful and dangerous policy. I'm like, how? Who was in harm? Who was in a dangerous situation? That's what I would like to know. Because if you guys are saying that I was the one doing the harmful and I violated the harmful and dangerous policy, what did I do? I reacted to a video? That's being harmful or dangerous? You guys didn't even tell me like what part of the video. Okay, that's what I'm going to tweet them. Can you tell me what part of the video went against the guidelines? They're just going to ignore every other, they're just going to ignore this tweet like they did every other tweet. I'm like, I understand. Like, there's obviously a person, like, visibly upset about this situation. And there isn't no number. They made sure there wasn't no number to call. Google, I remember I called, like, some number for Google. And they just pretty much directed me straight back to the website. But, no, so I had read the guidelines. And the guidelines, like, they ain't said nothing about, like, like, making sure the person, so pretty much the prank video that I reacted to wasn't anywhere acknowledged. Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, okay, like, so what I reacted to is in the guidelines and dangerous and harmful policy and all that stuff. But when you read the guidelines, it says literally nothing about, oh, if you're pranking a person but you're making sure their safety is good, then that's okay, you can upload that video. Or it's not okay, like, you still can't upload that video. I'm like, that, because to me, I'm like, the person in the video that got pranked was safe. They just had water pouring on them. That's not safe. That's what, like I said, I'm like, that's my question to the YouTube or to the team that reviewed my video. Do you guys take showers? Like, I would imagine, like, you guys take showers and baths and all that stuff. Drink water, wash your hands with water, wash your car with water. Like, so, pretty much what you're saying, like, pouring water on a person is dangerous. That's overall what they're saying. I'm like, bro, I can't wait for my channel to come, because I'm serious. I'm about to make, if I gotta make weekly videos on this, I can care less on who comments on my videos talking about, oh, TMossBoss, we're tired of seeing these videos. I don't care. I'm like, until you're in my situation, then that's the only time I feel like that a conversation should be started between me and whoever is against my videos. But nah, I'm gonna be talking about this for a long, long time. So Yeah, I'm like, nah, YouTube, they had every chance to take the strike down, and they still gonna keep the strike up, ruin, mess up, like, my week with YouTube. Now, like, and it's, yeah, I'm like, they're making it seem like, oh, yeah, you're making money off of I'm not making money off of my other accounts. Well, the gaming channel, but not any of my other ones. So that's, I'm like, yeah, YouTube, nah, you guys, messed with my, like, career. Y'all messed with it, bad. Because I could have uploaded a whole lot of videos this week. And you guys just straight up just said, oh well, over a video that didn't even go against the guidelines. I'm like, nah, I'm like, I wish they had a number that you can call and talk to somebody, because and they probably knew stuff like this was gonna happen, and that's why they don't even have no number up. They just like, oh yeah, just contact @TeamYouTube on Twitter. The most unhelpful Twitter account that I've ever came across. I'm saying, like, I would have helped myself better than listening to that Team YouTube. They did absolutely nothing besides ignore every point that I made. So yeah, they need to get rid of that and have it where there's a little bit more of a helpful tech team behind YouTube, because that Twitter account ain't doing nothing for nobody. So all they do is just direct you to the website. Like, oh, YouTube, my videos are missing. Oh, well, you could go to the website and figure out how to get it back. Oh, YouTube, my videos aren't, reaching the, like, they're not getting enough views. Oh, you could go to the website. Oh, YouTube, I'm losing subscribers. Oh, you could go to the website. My thing is, it's like, I came to you for advice, for help. So, you would think they would tell you something that would be a little bit more helpful. But literally, they just made sure whatever you're dealing with, we just gonna put it in the guidelines or send you to a forum, a YouTube forum. And I'm like, no, I need to talk. You're here to help people, right? So help me. Help me fix this problem. Like, man, I'm telling you, I never wanted to be an angry black man in no situation, but I'm like, nah, man. You guys put me in a situation where it wasn't cool and it wasn't fair at all. So, yeah, I'm definitely, I'm going to talk about this as much as I possibly can. And definitely going to be trying to find some media outlets because I contacted Keemstar. I contacted Michael Green. Who else can I contact? Yeah, I'm going to contact a lot of Scarce. I wonder if Scarce, because I feel like he can potentially help me out in this. So, John Scarce. I'm still following dude. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to tweet him probably after the video and let him know what's going on, because I'm like, yo, this is just, to me, it's stupid. I'm like, nah, you can't do that to a person and then think that, like, oh, it's going to be okay, like, they're going to understand it. There's nothing to understand about that. And knowing that anybody that works in the YouTube headquarters, knowing if that same thing was to happen to them, they would have been doing the same thing that I've been doing. Okay, so yeah, I'm like, nah, that's just not gonna slide with me. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's like you guys, like, and I know people are gonna be like, oh, well, what if YouTube apologized? I'm not looking for an apology. My thing is that apologies can do so little for a person. Apologies isn't gonna make me feel better. It ain't gonna make me feel like some king or god or however they think a person's supposed to feel after they apologize. They think I'm gonna feel better after that. I'm like, no, get rid of the strike on my channel. Okay, that's all that I care for. I'm like, if you guys want to keep the video down, keep the video down. I can care less about that video. I'm like, I'll upload a million more videos after that video. And I have uploaded millions of other videos after that video. So I'm like, go ahead, keep the video down. But that strike, that needs to be gone. I'm like, and I do not want to wait until January until that strike is gone. And probably then, after January, then that's when they decide, like, they're going to follow protocols and then wait until then to take the strike down. Then I'm like, yeah, it's just going to be 10 times worse. I'm like, I am not going to just let this rest and just think that that's okay. Like, YouTube can get away with that stuff. I understand that this is their website. They can do whatever they want on their website. But when you create this website for a community, then you make it seem like it's such a safe community. You could do this, this, and this, but you're screwing up the content creators on the community. Like, that's not cool, man. That is not cool at all. And I know I'm not the only one that's this done happened to. If I am, then I'm like, well, I'm like glad to be the first and glad that I'm standing up for myself, because I'm saying, like, no, anybody that will put themselves in my shoes, they will be equally upset too. And I'm still upset about this. Because I'm like, not being able to upload for a whole week, like, or not any new videos. And there's friends of mine's that, so for those that don't know, so For Souls, there was this video that they're uploading tomorrow that I'm most likely gonna have to upload onto my secondary channel. But anyways, they're going to upload this video where they're at this like haunted house and stuff. And I told them, I'm like, like, since I couldn't, because the original plan was that I was supposed to be in the video with them, but because of COVID, I couldn't really do that. So, anyways, I told them, like, I'm like, yo, when you guys upload the video, I'm gonna react to it. I'm like, I don't care what goes down, how long the video is, whatever. I'm reacting to the video. So this week, it's, Sunday happens, and then yeah, that's when they give me the strike, and I'm like, are you serious? So I can't even upload the day of. I gotta wait until, or react to the video, but then upload it onto my backup channel. I'm like, man, YouTube, you guys, if only you guys understood. Like, you talking about like, oh, thank me for understanding. I'm like, no, you guys are the ones that need to understand. I'm like, not me, because you guys got some shady stuff going on your website right now, but. Anyways, yeah, to switch topic, because I hate talking about it, because I'm like, yo, YouTube, you guys are doing some dumb stuff right now, but I understand it's their website, but that's not fair to do that to a person and then think that it's okay at the end of the day. Like, yeah, that's not cool. So, but anyways, yeah, to switch subjects, so I've been buying Pokemon cards lately. For those that don't know, I have a YouTube channel. For those that don't know, I have 25 YouTube channels. I just had to create this backup channel Sunday or either Monday. I created it. I think it was Monday, because that's when it was. I think I had live stream, and then one of my fans, shout out to Dark Shadow. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might have seen them in my comments or something, but. Anyways, yeah, he gave me the idea of creating a backup channel, because he even told me that this has happened to another YouTuber. In fact, I think I should contact him and ask him his experience with it. Like, did you get any help? Or, yeah, where is that? Because I'm going to keep Scarce's Twitter account open, but I forgot all about that guy, because he told me. Oh, we follow each other. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit him up and ask him, when did he follow me? That's crazy, huh? That is some crazy stuff. I did not realize he had followed me. That's weird. All right. Well, anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna hit him up and ask him about like, what was your experience with it? Cause that's just like, man, it's just not cool how they'll do that to a person, but. Anyways, but nah, like I said, switching subject, but nah, I had bought some Pokemon cards, because I have this channel, What's in the Pack. So I'm not going to be, for those that were wondering, I'm not going to be strictly opening up Pokemon cards, but I'm starting off with opening up Pokemon cards, but eventually I am going to work my way up to like sports cards and other cards. And seeing which ones I'll come across and which, like, good ones I can acquire. Today I opened them up, and I think I got me some good cards. I got 2 EVs. What else? I got like this. There's some other ones where it was like the card, it wasn't like it had to be a printing, but nah, it was like the background. Like, most of the Pokemon cards look like just straight up drawings, but there was a couple that I got where it was like, it had to been like modern or new cards. Like, no way possible it was a older card. But yeah, let's actually, you know what? Let's see the value. Got me a Pikachu card. Yeah, that card is sick. It lights up and things. I got me some dope cards, man. But anyways, yeah, that was probably just all loud in the microphone. But okay, there's the 2 EVs. I thought that was dope. I got the 2 EVs. But yeah, let's see about this card, because I'm like, yo, this is a wild looking card. The way it's dope, because it doesn't look like a drawing. It looks like they got like a Pokemon toy, took a picture, and then just set it to where who is this? I don't know who that is, but anyways, it was like some, like, I don't know, this, like, sometimes my computer is a little sensitive and stuff, but anyways, so Sand Dial Pokemon card value. It's like, see, some of them cards, like, I swear, man, I be getting, like, the most cheapest cards. Oh, wait a second, hold on. Oh, it's out of stock. It's an out of stock card. If it hurry up and loads up. See, I don't know why they won't show. Oh. Yeah, they're not. I think they're not showing the one that I got. They're showing like these other ones. Hold on for a second. Did my lights just flicker? Bro, I'm like, don't tell me the power. What did the power guy go out for? It ain't even no bad weather going on right now. I think my lights just, I can't even tell, but anyways, why is it like, that's weird. They're not even like showing the one that I got. Maybe I just got me a super rare card. And, oh, here we go. Here we go. That card, nah. Ain't no way that this card is 26 cents, bro. That is cheap. That is dirt cheap. Wow. This card, it's a common reverse hollow. Hollow singles. Bro, I know in the future this card gonna have to be worth something. Cause I'm saying, bro, I'm like, the way that this card look, yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. Cause it looked like, it really looks like a toy. It doesn't look like like one of the other like drawings and stuff. What about these Eevee? I wonder how much those are going for. I'm just really just looking up the value of these cards. I like, this stuff is like addicting now. I'm like, bro, I sat there, I was just all like, oh, nah, I ain't gonna get into this. I remember as a kid, I was like, I'd never get into Pokemon cards, and now look at me, over here buying Pokemon cards. I sat there and bought out. There's it was like these three $5 packs that I seen, and I bought all three of them. And I was like, I could care less who sees it. So, yeah, I bought them cards, and I was just all like, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care at all. Is this the one that I have? Hollow promo. I think this might be the one. Cause I'm like, yo, the Eevee card is pretty sick looking too. It like lights. Well, it doesn't light up, but it's a pretty dope card. This one is going for $4. Dang. So if I sell both of these, I can make like a what is $4.94 to like round it up $5. I can make $10 off of the two that I have. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna probably be like that old dude. There's that old dude in the Logan Paul video, and I'm like, yo, and these cards, if they're ever like worth like a bunch of money one day, I'm like, I'm still gonna keep them and stuff, cause yeah, it's like, you know, it'd be kind of like all of this for nothing. Like, nah, I'm gonna take this stuff with me. I'm like, nah. And hopefully to whoever my kids are, hopefully they just all like, oh, now that the old man's gone, let's go ahead and sell all his cards. Let's sell all his prized possessions and things. Like, hopefully I'm like famous enough to where I get like a museum or something made out of me or something, you know, just have it where it's, you know, just a little bit of history and stuff, all the things I acquired, like my sneakers and my Pokemon cards and everything else. But yeah, man, Pokemon cards though, I was like, I remember back in when I was a kid, and I would see like because I was one of those like sport kids. I was one of those like running around like hyper kids and stuff. I was, you know, I was playing like, I'll probably be playing like two-hand touch football, basketball, running around. Bro, I remember that was one thing that I missed. There was this like, it wasn't even like a bike, but it was like a cart like type thing. But it was, but I know that at my elementary school, because it was like an elementary school, but then there was a part of it that was a daycare. So to explain my school day, so I lived all the way in Kent. And my mom decided that she was going to have me go to school in West Seattle. Long distance, very, very long distance. I'm saying there was like no friends that could have visited me. Like, if I was like, bro, I'm like, there's at times where friends was all like, oh yeah, like, I'm trying to think. I think, no, there was not one of my, it was like family, like a cousin or something that would have sleepovers, but nah, there is like none of my friends from my school could never have like a sleepover or any of that stuff, or I couldn't even have a sleepover because it's like my family all the way across, like, you know, not across town, literally across the state, all right? And then I'm like, then here it was too much, but there was a time where it was this one kid named Marcus, and I remember we were gonna plan like a sleepover. But I think it was like a distance thing. Like, I was too far out, so they was just all like, nah, we don't really trust the fact that our kid is that far out and stuff. But it almost happened. I wonder what ever happened to him. I can't remember that dude's last name. I remember he had a brother. I'm like, if I maybe look up his brother, I don't know. It's there's like a lot of kids I went to school with. I'm like, I'm not even chilled with anymore. But anyways, regardless, going back. But no, so to explain my school day, so I lived all the way out in Kent, went to school in West Seattle, would have to wake up super, super early to go to school. And so that's why if people ask me, like, oh, Tyler, are you an early bird? Yes, because I've been waking up early my whole life. I'm like, people, they trip. But I'm telling you, there be people that I know that it's all like, oh man, I can't wake up until like noon or 1. I'm like, yo, if I wake up at like noon or 1, I'm sick. Something's wrong with me. Like, nah, there ain't no way possible I can't wake up around that time. So that's why I'm like, even when I had went, there was the job that I worked at in downtown Seattle. Like, I was always like hyper, had energy. Everybody kind of be like a little sluggish and things. Me, I'm already there, cracking jokes, having fun, running around and stuff. But anyway, so now rewind back to when I was a kid. So I wake up maybe like 5 in the morning, get to school or get to, so they had like a daycare center that was there. So like, the parents that had to go to work super early and there wasn't really no supervision or nobody that can watch them, then then they would just go on and just take them to the daycare place and stuff. So anyways, there was the daycare place that I would chill at, and that's like all my friends, we just get like a moment to just play around, do whatever and stuff. And then school started maybe like 7 something or 8 something, I can't remember. But then after I know people are all like, oh, well, what did you do after school? So no, I went right back to that daycare place, waited until maybe like 5 o'clock, because that's my mom. I think my mom got off work at like 4:15 at the time. So yeah, she get off at 4:15, come pick me up, and it'll probably be right like maybe like a little bit before 4, or not 4 but 5, or maybe a little bit after, depending on that traffic and all of that stuff. So anyways, picks me up. And then there were some days where she might have been working overtime, so she probably wouldn't pick me up till probably like after, like way after 5, or like close to 6 o'clock at sometimes. So I'm telling you, there was days where it was like there was daycare, like the daycare workers. Oh man, it was fun. I'm telling you, we would play, like, we'll start playing like hide and seek, because there'll probably be me and like a couple other kids that would be there, and usually that place is like crowded, just ransacked with a bunch of kids. So anyways, I'm sitting there, just waiting. I'm like, dang. I'm like, it's getting dark out. I'm like, bro, I know the nap home is gonna be, it's gonna be like amazing. That was one thing I loved about that was the naps home. I was like, bro, I'd just be on the freeway, just knocked out, just laid all out in my mom's car. I'm like, bro, now I remember she got this, I think it might have been an '04 Durango. I think that's, because it was those like second, Durangos that came out. Because I remember the, Durango. I did not press P. 04 Durango. What are they talking about? That is not, no. There's a, bro, I do not know how to spell Durango right now. Oh, it's D-U. Oh, okay. Yeah, but no, she got like she got the '04 Dodge Durango. They had like heated seats. That was a straight up, that was like a living room. Like that SUV was huge, bro. I remember she got into, no, it wasn't even a car accident. Like, nah, the lady, she got into a car accident. My mom just only had bumper issues. I remember, I'll never forget, there was one morning I was going to school, and this woman had rear-ended my mom. Oh my goodness, the woman's car was totaled, and the reason why is because my mom, she had like that tow thing in the back of the, how like most like trucks, they have that and stuff. So that's what she had on the Durango, and oh man, like messed that car up. I couldn't even tell what car it was. The engine is hanging all out the car. Man, I'm telling you, that was like the first ever car accident. That was like the first and last. Hopefully I ain't got to ever do any other car accidents, but no, I was like, bro, that was crazy. I'd never experienced a car accident before, but yeah, there was she hit my mom's car, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. It's crazy that people, they like tell me about, like, or like just seeing car accidents, or just like, people telling me about, I was like, I just started remember. I felt like it's okay to tell his story, because I'm like, it was my supervisor, because I'm like, yo, it just trips me out how like there's people that's just not paying attention to the road. But the lady, so pretty much what happened in my situation, so the lady, there's like like a cop car on the other side pulled over another car and things. And so she just wasn't paying attention, just rear-ended my mom's car. But no, anyways, because I'm saying, man, there are some like bad drivers out there. I'm like, because if you see if you know what an '04 Durango looks like, and my mom's car was red, so it wasn't like the you couldn't see it. It wasn't like it was camouflaged or blended in with whatever what she thought was in front of her. But I'm like, yo, eventually you gonna have to come to a stop. You don't see? I remember that day too, because it was a bunch of cars. It was like some crazy traffic outside. So I'm like, it was a bunch of cars, bro. I'm like, it wasn't just like her car out there, but no, there was my supervisor, a good friend of mine's. He was telling me about a time where he was involved in a hit and run. He said he was like going home on a bike, and then a car just hit him and just. I'm all like, yo, that is wild, man. People, there's like, I'm telling you, after that, and then his story, and then watching all those compilations on YouTube of just bad drivers, there are people out there that just don't need to drive. There's just some people out there. I'm like, yo, like I'm saying, like, y'all don't need no license if this is how you guys gonna be. Like, my thing is like, okay, like, maybe a small person on the bike, like, and it's dark outside, it can be surprising, but still, I'm like, how do you not see this man? A full-grown man. It wasn't like he was a small man. It wasn't like he was a part of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No. If you guys, all right, so my good friend of mine, my supervisor, I've said his name before, Jack. So I'm gonna just, I've said his name before. I ain't said like his full name, but his name was, we all called him Jack. But anyways, he he had like it wasn't a long name, but anyways, Jack is a tall dude. Okay, he's not like large. He's like average size. He looked like he could probably be like a basketball player or something. But it's like he's like kind of like a Steph Curry like type build or something. But anyways, he's somewhat of a a tall guy. So I would imagine he's gonna of course have a big bike. So anyways, if you just going down that, I did like the bike motion, like riding the bike and things, even though y'all can't even see it. But my thing is like, you're riding a bike, right? You're riding the bike. Doesn't even like matter on how like dark. Oh man, and then just speaking of like that, I'm about to get into something else. But anyways, I would imagine like, I know I would have seen somebody on a bike far away, close up, whenever and stuff. But I'm like, how do you not see this man on this bike? I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like, bro, they're people. Yeah, they just don't know how to drive. But no, then that's what I want to get into, because I experience more, because I'm not driving right now, if that makes sense. Like, I want to wait until like, I'm a little bit more financially stable to start focusing on cars and all that stuff, because I'm like, yo, I don't really want to be in a situation where if something happens and I'm like, dang, now I'm like got all this like car debt and all this. I'm like, bro, it's too much to think on. So I'm like, I just work out my legs, get some exercise and all that stuff. But anyways, but no, so what I experience a lot are bad walkers. Oh my god, I was at the mall today, and there was just so many people that was there that just don't know how to. I'm like, you guys don't, just stand still. Just literally, just go to the side and stand still. One thing that I don't like is when I'm walking and I confirmed with myself and whoever is in front of me, I'm going to walk on the right side. I don't like when a person decides, you know what, I'm going to walk on the right side. I'm like, no, you had the left side all to yourself. You stay. There's at times where I don't move. I seriously don't move. I look them dead in their face. I just looked at them and I'm giving them that look saying, I'm not moving. So we just gonna collide. And I'm telling you right now, I am not gonna go down. So I'm like, I'm like, you better move, because I'm like, you had that all that time. So man, people, they do stuff like that, or they'll like get in front, or they'll like block off an area. So in the South Center Mall, because that's what I was looking for. I was trying to look for this shoe store, but that shoe store is hitting. They got like this shoe store that sells like not like Foot Locker or like Champs, one of them type of stores. It's like it's like a reselling store. So there's a store like that in South Center. And because I'm like, bro, there's some shoes I gotta like cop when next time I go there and stuff. But Anyways, but no, I was like looking for that store, but I'm like going all around and stuff, couldn't find it. But the amount of people that'll just stand there and be like, "Oh, let me just look around because I'm lost and stuff." Then there's this one guy. I don't know why that was annoying me, but it was like he would. Like, that's one thing where I'm like, when a person's like running, but they're not running fast enough. Like, why am I that type? Why am I that individual where I'm just all like, why are you running that slow? I'm like, run faster. Do I have to chase you? Like, run. I'm like, just run faster, please. But please don't get around me and start running slow. But yeah, I'm like, usually I don't know why people, they don't know like the walking, and like there needs to be like a walking speed limit sign. I know I probably got like maybe a few like speed walking tickets and stuff. Cause man, I'd like, I'd be trying to get places and things, but there's like walking speed. You gotta be like maybe like 2 to 3 miles per hour. If you're going anything below that, you're gonna have to pull over to the side or something, and just take like the slow lanes or something. But the fast lanes, you leave that to people like myself, all right? People that know where they're going and stuff. But what else, man? Oh yeah, I know. There's this one guy. He was like, he was walking slow. I felt like that was a legitimate thing that I had to do. Like, and honestly, I was prepared for any of the consequences that I faced, because I was like, nah, I didn't like this old guy at my old job. But at my old job, there was a morning where, so there's like 2 sets of elevators. I always go to the one set of elevators. It was like rare occasions. If there was like a person that, looks like they have like weird conversations, then, I would go like make it seem like I'm gonna go to the coffee area, but in reality, I'm just going to the elevators and stuff. But I'm like, or I'll keep like my headphones on and just, just like, oh, hey, I'm got my headphones, so don't talk to me. But anyways, no, I'm not like that. But no, it's there are some weird people at my job. I'm like, I just don't feel like talking right now. Not right now. Maybe a little bit later, but just not right now. But no, so there's this it was me, this like straight up just crazy old dude that worked there, and there was these 2 girls. So, gentlemen, me and him being the gentleman, we let the girls go on first. All right. They wasn't taking their time. They wasn't being all slow. They walked on the elevator, and they planted themselves in the elevator. So my thing is, the one girl she walked a normal speed into the elevator, a reasonable speed. Her friend walked a reasonable speed into the elevator. I know I'm going to walk a reasonable speed when getting into the elevator. Tell me why this old dude, he is taking his sweet precious time walking into the elevator. Like, and he knows that I'm behind him. And the doors had started closing. I'm looking at him like, what is he doing? So I used my forearm and I pushed him in the elevator. And then I just was all like, all right. I'm all like, because you taking all that time. I pressed 2 because that's the floor that I need to go to. So, I pressed 2 and I just stood there and I'm all like, please say something. I'm like, please, for the love of everybody in this building right now, please say something to me, because I would really love to have that conversation. Because my question to him is like, why are you walking slow into the elevator? You walk fast literally everywhere else you go. You gonna walk slow getting onto the elevator. I'm like, man, please say something to me, because I honestly, at the end of the day, I really don't have. I might lose my job, but I'm all like, look, eventually I was gonna have to leave this job, because I'm like, yo, it's either, I gotta do, I'm trying to do YouTube full time, so I'm like, eventually I seen my days with that job, so I'm like, yo, but I was honestly though, I was waiting for like an email or something, but nah, he didn't, because he knew he was in the wrong. I'm like, nah, I'm like, you know what you were doing, so therefore, I'm like, yeah, go ahead and send him an email. I'm like, look, I'm just gonna tell him like, hey, well, who walks slow? I'm like, you know what? Everybody, meet me at the elevators. I'm like, nope. And I'm like, this is a team meeting. I'm calling the team meeting at the elevators, and I'm telling you, we're gonna demonstrate this, because I'm like, y'all, this just doesn't make any sense to me, but. No, and I told everybody. I told the managers. I told Jack. I told everybody, the cooks, the other what cashier was working there at the time. I don't know. I can't remember what cashier, because I know we hired the one cashier before we closed up because of COVID. But then there was the other. I can't remember when that. I think that might have happened when the other cashier was there, but. Yeah, I'm like, no, that ain't nobody gonna take that long getting into no elevator. So yeah, I straight up I stiff armed him in a way, but it was like a stiff forearm. Like it wasn't like a straight up like direct hand into back. It was just my forearm just alerting him like, hey, I'm all like, there is an individual behind you. And at that time being, it was a little, it was bright in the building. So I would imagine you seen my black self behind you waiting to get into the elevator. So I'm like, nah, bro, you did that mess on purpose. And so that was, if you thought that I was just going to take that, I'm sorry, but I don't take things like that. So it's, yeah, just going to have to decline it. But anyways, yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. I feel like I've talked enough on my random talk journey episodes, but yeah, stay tuned for another random talk. I'll think of something else to talk about. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like, subscribe. If you're viewing this on podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And I also have a merch store, so go check out my merch. I bought one of my hoodies, my Wastelanders hoodies, so that should be coming in next Tuesday. But I can't wait to talk about. I'm definitely going to talk about that on a video. I'm probably on my, I'll be able to upload on my main channel and stuff. So hopefully next week is just good, because I'm like, bro, I can't take no more crazy weeks. But anyways, yeah, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.